Conference football, Classical in their green and gold, entertaining Salem, the defending Northeastern Conference champions, in a big one here at Manning Bowl. Classical is trying to stay undefeated, trying to move to 6-0, and trying to not look past Salem. I don't know how you could look past Salem, but not look past Salem to a big game against Gloucester next week, and I'm sure the coaching staff and the players are not doing that. But a big one, they have to play against Gonzalez, the quarterback at Salem, and Dwayne Penn, who is back as a running back for Salem. He came back in a big way. He was injured. He came back in a big way last week with 312 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, and he either set or tied 4 school records. So Classical certainly cannot look by Salem as they get set for this football game, because they have all kinds of threats and all kinds of people who can do damage. And as we mentioned, they're the defending Northeastern Conference champions. They lost to Swampscott, an upset. They've had some people injured, and they expect this to be the first time that they have been totally healthy for the season. And we hope that Classical is the same, although there's a question mark about J.P. Guy, but we'll have to see what happens. An excellent rendition of the national anthem to get things started. Classical against Salem, the biggest game for Classical so far in the Northeastern Conference. As we mentioned, Salem finally getting their people back healthy. Classical will have to wait and see what happens with J.P. Guy. In the Saugus game, he tweaked or pulled a hamstring, and he had some problems and didn't play the second half after piling up 99 yards in his first half of play. Salem will kick off to the Rams. So Classical will get the ball first. And it will be Dwayne Penn, their fine running back we just got through talking about. He'll do the kicking off to us. Sean Gallagher, the coach of Salem, coming back where he was an assistant. He was actually on the right sideline. He was an assistant for Lynn English before moving over to Salem. And he took his team to the conference championship with a big win over Gloucester last year. And a big win. The big win over Gloucester came in the final seconds. And then he took his team to the Super Bowl where they won that as well. So coming off a great year, they lost to Peabody opening up. They won 2, they lost to Swampscott. So they're 2-2. But 2-1 in the conference, so they want to stay alive. They can't afford to lose too many games in the conference, and this is a big one if they want to stay in the hunt to defend that Northeastern Conference championship. This is a very big game for the Salem Witches. And when is it happening? On October 13th, Friday the 13th. So let's see how many ghosts and goblins Salem brought with them here to Manning Bowl for the Salem Witches and their coach, Sean Gallagher. Dwayne Penn is just about set, and we're just about ready for football as he gets his foot into it. Drills it downfield, picked up at the 20-yard line. Straight ahead, and that's Kyle Rucker getting a pretty good return as they get out across the 35. They'll mark it down at the Classical 38-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 Classical Jojo Castillo will be the quarterback. They'll alternate fullbacks, Huffman and Thomas. Thomas is in there now. And we have Anthony Seaforth in the backfield. Castillo winds up with the football. Lets it fly downfield. He's got a man, Seaforth, with the catch. They open up with a pass. I'm sure Salem wasn't looking for that. Seaforth battles his way down to the 26. Down to the Salem 26-yard line. "36 yards and a first down." Salem worried about that double wing. They lined up Seaforth in the backfield, and this is Thomas straight ahead. He picks up good yardage as he gets to the 20 and picks up 6. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 for the Witches from the 20-yard line. They put Seaforth in the backfield at time, and they snuck him out of the backfield down the sideline, and he made a great play on the catch and carried some people a few more yards with him. Thomas again. Looks like he's got a first down. So he picks up 5 more on a first down. So the Rams have 2 first downs. They're knocking on the door early here in the first period, first possession. And JP Guy is in the ballgame. You see him number 1. 2 straight carries by Thomas as Mike Phelps leads them out. 1st and 10 from the 15. Guy in motion. He gets the carry. Thomas with a nice block. Guy gets down to about the 11. He'll pick up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from the 11-yard line. Guy goes back. And this is the first time that we've seen Seaforth come in and be in that little double wing setup. He's the wing back to the near side. Thomas the fullback. Seaforth goes in motion. A little handoff back to Brogdon. He gets inside the 10. Down to the 8. He'll pick up 3. It'll be 3rd and 3 from the 8-yard line for the Rams trying to get on the board first. Guy comes back. Seaforth goes out. Guy in motion, takes the little pitch from Castillo. He's going to be shy of the first down by about a yard. So it's going to bring up a big 4th down here for both for Salem and Classical. 4th down and a yard. Opening drive of the game, Classical trying to get on the board first. The pitch to Seaforth. He's got a first down. Oh, good second effort by Anthony. He brings it to the 4-yard line for a first down. So they pick up the big 4th and 1 with Seaforth. And that may be Anthony's first carry out of the backfield. We haven't seen him do that at all. I don't think he did it last year either. Chris Faison now in the ballgame as one of the wingbacks along with Brogdon. Thomas is the fullback. The gift to Thomas off the right side. Bangs down near the 1-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and a yard and a half. Call it the 2-yard line, give him 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down, they're just outside the 1. Mike Phelps leads them out. And let's see where they put it. Jojo Castillo with the quarterback sneak. He didn't get in. So Jojo gets it to the 1. And they're going to be a little bit shy of the touchdown. But they've got a couple of downs to try and bang it in. Offensive line doing a nice job. Phelps Kevin Crichton, Mike White, James Bransfield, Brendan Crichton. Third down and a yard. They give to Thomas. He bangs his way in for the touchdown. They stood him up. He backed in. So Thomas gets Classical on the board. "62 yards in 10 plays. Thomas doing the honors from the 1-yard line. The big play, the opening pass, they shocked Salem, throwing the ball on first down. Castillo to Anthony Seaforth. A big 36 yards, got them down to the Salem 26. And Thomas, Guy, Brogdon, and Seaforth carried it down from there. Picked off in the end zone, so the pass will be incomplete, and it will go by the boards. The PAT is no good. So just what Salem did not want to happen. They didn't want to commit Hannah Manning Bowl and get Classical out to a quick jump and a quick lead. And Classical takes the opening kick and goes 62 yards in 10 plays. And that should pump that defense up a little bit. Defense has been probably the strongest character for Classical. They've been putting a lot of points on the board, but that's because the defense has been giving them very good field position and shutting the other team down, not letting them run too many plays and giving the offense a lot of chances. So it's been a terrific first 5 games for the defense. And we'll see if they can do it again here tonight against the Salem Witches team trying to defend their Northeast Conference championship. Mike White will get his foot into the football and put Classical's defense up for the first time. Just about set. The high kick downfield. Returned across the 30 to about the 35-yard line. That's Chris Felton returning it to the 35. So let's see what Salem does. Lito Gonzalez, wearing number 3, will be the quarterback. Dwayne Penn will be one of the running backs. Felton in the backfield as well. Gonzalez looking to throw. He lets it fly. Incomplete, and that'll come back. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Witches. Not getting very much. Maybe a yard is Dwayne Penn. He squeezes out to the 36. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Witches. Their first drive here in the first half, after they watched Classical go 62 yards in 10 plays to take a quick 6-0 lead. Gonzalez likes to run that option. The quick pitch to Penn. Not going anywhere. He's going to lose yardage back to the 34. So Salem's going to have to kick it away as that defense comes up again, very strong for the Classical Rams. And Salem will have to kick it away. So they wind up a -1 yard on their first try against the Ram defense. And now Salem has to take a timeout. They had personnel problems. They didn't have too many guys in the ball game. They only had 10. They tried to get another one in. They were late getting in. They didn't want to take another 5-yard penalty. So they take one of those 30-second timeouts. You saw Cesar Rivas, number 20. He's 5 foot, 125 pounds. Came into the huddle. Quite an intestinal fortitude to be out in the football field under those conditions. Dwayne Penn will go back in punt formation and kick it away. He handles the snap and gets the punt away. Seaforth straight up the middle. Nice return by Seaforth as he gets good yardage and puts Classical in pretty good position for their second offensive drive. Phelps leads them out as they're in Salem territory on the return by Anthony to the 44-yard line. The pitch to Brogdon, cuts it up inside and gets gang tackled at about the 43, maybe the 42. A pickup of 2, it'll be second down and 8 for the Rams. To give straight ahead, this is Hoffman, the fullback. He gets to, we'll call it the 38. A pickup of 4, it'll be second down, a third down, excuse me, and 4 for the Rams. Little inside reverse, and they stack that up. Little mix up in the backfield. Guy and Brogdon actually bumped together, and that play was kind of doomed at the start. So they only get back to the line of scrimmage, which is the 38. And it looks like Classical's going to kick it away. Phelps handles the snap nicely, gets the kick away. It's fielded at the 5 and knocked down right there. Seaforth with a nice defensive play. Penn had no place to go. You get out to about the 8-yard line. So Salem started at their 35. Now they start at their own 8. Trailing 6-0. They want to make sure they hang on to the football here. Once again, Gonzalez will be the quarterback. If they run the ball, you have to look for Penn, as well as Tavares. They give to Penn, and he's wrapped up almost immediately. Ed Thurman with a big defensive play. They lose back to the 6. So minus 2 yards in the play. Salem has only had 3 plays, 1 for positive yardage, the other 2 for a -2. So they're actually minus 4 yards in their 3 plays. Down in the territory, want to make sure they hang on to the football. This is Houston with the carry. Faison finally brings him down along with Achilles Bruton and Seaforth. They get out to the 10. A pickup of 4. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Witches. And Sean Gallagher dared to pull it up here down at his own 10-yard line, trailing 6-0 in the first period. Gonzalez drops back to throw over the middle. It's complete and then dropped. He had his man, Tavares, had it, dropped it, and now Salem will have to kick it away, and Classical should get great field position without a run back. With any kind of a run back by Seaforth, they could be knocking on the door again. Salem will be kicking it from the shadow of their own goalpost. Penn actually standing at the goal line. He'll get it off inside the 5. The snap over his head, out of the end zone, and Classical's going to pick up an easy 2. So the defense does the job again. They pin Salem deep. The snap over Dwayne Penn's head, and Classical picks up an easy 2. So those 2 points that Classical didn't get on the point after try, they get it now. And they'll also get the football, and Salem will have to kick from their own 20. So a big break for the Rams as they pick up an extra 2 points. Dwayne Penn had no shot. The ball was 8 feet over his head, totally out of the end zone for the safety. And now Seaforth will go back deep, along with Rucker and Joe Freeman for the Rams. Classical was lining up for a normal kick. This is coming from the 20, not the 35. So they have a shot. Salem, they can punt it, or they can kick it like a kickoff from placement. And they're going to, Dwayne Penn has chose to more or less kick off from the 20. Classical with a run back could get excellent field position again. They start at their own 38 and the Salem 44. Salem came up big last time on defense and shut Classical down. On 3 plays, forcing them to punt, and the punt turned out to be a positive for Classical as the defense turned it into 2 points with the bad snap. Seaforth once again straight ahead across the 30, out to the 32-yard line. So Salem didn't do too badly with that return by Seaforth. They only gave up ground to the 32. And Classical will have it for the 3rd time here in the first period, leading 6-0 over the Salem Witches. Brogdon and Seaforth in the backfield. Seaforth takes the pitch, bounces off a couple of people, and gets gang tackled and pushed back. And we have to see what forward progress, if any, they gave him. They might have given him a yard. As Phelps lead them out. 2nd down and 9 from the 33-yard line. The pitch to Brogdon. Cuts it up inside, gets hit from behind as he gets to the 34-yard line. So Salem's starting to get a little bit stingy on defense as well, as they've given up a yard on 2 plays. 1 to Seaforth, 1 to Brogdon, excuse me. It will be 3rd and 8 for the Rams, as they'll have Faison and Brogdon and Thomas behind JoJo Castillo. Castillo dropping back, rolling, gets pushed forward inside across the 40 to maybe the 41. He's about a yard and a half shy of a first down at their own 41, and let's see what Classical opts to do. Castillo is staying in the ballgame. Now he's coming out, and they're going to send in the punting team. Looked for a moment like Matt Durgan was thinking about going for it. And now we may be getting a timeout to think about going for it. Seaforth and Brogdon picked up the yard apiece. Castillo looked like he wanted to throw it. Finally went around the side, and that was not a timeout. That was the end of the period, actually. So Classical lining up to go for it. Castillo lost the snap and gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, and Salem is going to hold and get the football back. Looked like Castillo was going to keep and try to go right after a little fake to the left-hand side, and he loses back to the 42. So they come up short, and Salem will have their best field position to start a drive, their own 42-yard line. We haven't seen those snaps between Phelps and Castillo bobbled too many times. That time Jojo just mishandled it, dropped it, and couldn't pick it up in time to do anything with it. This is Houston, Guy and Falcon and Crichton all over him. So both teams giving up yardage very grudgingly. This is Penn. He gets gang tackled as he gets across the 45 to, we'll call it the 46. For a pickup of 4, and it will be 3rd and 6. Classical on top 8-0. They scored a touchdown on their first drive, and then Salem gave them 2 as the defense pinned Salem deep, and the snap on a punt sailed out of the end zone for the safety. Gonzalez rolling, keeps, turns, gets into Classical territory at about the 49. His initial thought was to put it up, but he gets some room and he can run. As we mentioned, he loves to run that option. So Classical needs a yard here from the 49. And now, I don't think we had movement. Now we did have movement. It's against Salem. That's going to push him back. So that really hurts. They were going to go for it. I think they were trying to draw Classical offside. And now they're going to have to kick it away. As it's going to bring up a 4th instead of 1. It'll bring up a 4th and 6. So there's a break for Classical. They don't have to worry about Penn or Houston or Gonzalez or anybody else. Last time they were in punt formation, they snapped it over Delaney Penn's head. The snap is high again, but he handles it. And he just does get the kick away. They let it bounce. And it's going to go out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38 of Classical. So Classical's had pretty good field position all night. This is the second time they started at their 38. Last time at their 38, they went 62 yards for a touchdown. Actually, we'll call it the 37. The back part of the ball is touching the 37. So 1st and 10 from the 37 as Classical will go back to work. He Phelps leads them out once again. Castillo, the inside handoff. Hoffman straight ahead up the middle. Gets good yardage. They've been using Thomas and Hoffman. That time it was Jonathan Hoffman. Out to the 44, pickup of 7. 2nd and 3, and this is Hoffman again. And that'll move the chains for a Classical first down. This is Castillo. Turns the corner, lost the football, and Salem's going to come up with it. Derek Spree recovers for Salem. Jojo trying to make a couple of extra yards. He loses it. It's picked up at the 36-yard line. And that's where Salem will put it in play. In the second period, 8-0. Classical on top, and a big one in the Northeastern Conference. This is Penn. Knocked down by Falcon, Bruton, and Faison. So Penn not getting much running room at all. That was Derek Spree. He recovered the fumble. He got a good surge by that offensive line. Got out near the 40-yard line and a lot more. Even at the Classical territory, at the Classical 40. And straight ahead, they try it again. This time they pick up a yard. With Valdez carrying. From the 39, Salem on the move. 2nd and 9. Penn, stiff arms, turns the corner. L'Achilles Bruton gets a hold and drags him down, but first time Penn has been able to get any kind of yardage. And he managed to get outside and get down near the 20-yard line. L'Achilles Bruton just grabbed the back of his shirt, dragged him down from behind. But not before he picked up the first down. So Salem on the move, trying to get back in the football game. They trail 8-0. The ball at the 21. Boy, Classical might have jumped. Thurman wraps up Penn just about at the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Hoffman at the bottom. Classical's going to be offside, and Salem obviously will take the penalty. So it'll be 1st and 5 for the Witches as they're going to move it down to the 16-yard line. First good drive by Salem. They recovered a fumble at their own 36. Look, they'll get in and possibly get 2 points to tie this up. Gonzalez directing traffic. The give to Penn. Not going anywhere. Thurman and Phelps, Bruton, Crichton, the middle of that Classical line, not letting them go anyplace. So it'll be 2nd down and 5. Falcon with the hit. Bruton finishes it off as that Spree falling forward to about the 13 or 14-yard line. And it'll bring up a third down. Salem running an awful lot of time off the clock here. The give to Penn. No, Gonzalez with the keep. Dives, and let's see, did he make it? The all-important spot. It looks like he made it. Inside the 15 to the 13. And is where they say his knee went down. So it's a big fourth down play. 4th and 2 for Salem as they marked it at the 13-yard line. His forward progress took him inside that, but here's Penn, and they stand him up. He's not going to go anywhere. They needed 2 yards. They went to their main man, and the middle of that line, Bruton and Hoffman and Phelps and Crichton, Jonathan Hoffman, everybody involved, along with Gary Thomas. They shut him down. He didn't make it, and Classical's going to take over. They held him for no gain, and Classical will take over at the 13-yard line. This is Thomas, the fullback. Pushed back, but he picked up some pretty good yardage. Out across the 15. Actually picked up 7 big yards. Little misdirection to Brogdon. Brogdon out near the 29-yard line is where they're going to mark it down. That'll be enough for a first down. Classical leading 8-0 over the Salem Witches. Defense came up big again, stopping a long drive by Salem. Ate up a lot of the clock. JP Guy gets a yard, one of the few carries by JP. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for JP Guy. Seaford brings in the play from Coach Durden on the sidelines. Second down and a yard from the 30. The give to Jonathan Hoffman, gets good surge across the 35 to about the 37. So Hoffman with the carry picks up about 7. Almost 8. They go back to Jonathan and forces his way forward for another first down. So the big guy getting it done across the 40 to the 43. A pickup of 6. It'll be another Classical first down as Classical's on the move with time running down here at halftime. They've got some timeouts left. Good misdirection to Brogdon to the 46. He picks up 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 as Matt Durgan keeps shifting those halfbacks in. from the 46-yard line of Classical. Seaforth in motion. They give straight ahead to Hoffman. Into the secondary. Down the sideline. Finally bumped out of bounds by Valdez, but he gets out of bounds and stops the clock as well. And they're going to mark him out, I believe, at the 25 is where they're putting the football. 29 yards and a first down. And Classical will have it 1st and 10 from the 25 as they're playing beat the clock here at Manning Bowl. Jonathan Hoffman with the big 29-yard run. They go right back to Jonathan, straight ahead. They found a home. Gonzalez lifts him off his pins, but Jonathan picks up some more good yardage. Inside the 20 to the 17. He picks up 8 more. So it'll be 2nd down and 2. And we're going to get a timeout. As Classical. It started off, Salem picked up a fumble as it looked like Classical might be moving the football. They picked up a fumble at their own 36-yard line. They moved all the way down to the 13-yard line. And they're aided by a 5-yard penalty, so it was 1st and 5. They get down to the 14-yard line. They lost a yard back to the 13. It was 4th and 2. On a big 4th down play, Dwayne Penn got stuffed by the middle of that Classical defense. Classical took over at their 13-yard line. They've run 8 plays. Half of those, 4 of the 8, run by Jonathan Hoffman. Jonathan's picked up 37 yards his last 2 carries. 50 all told on this drive. If you count the 57 by Thomas, that's 57 yards picked up by the fullback. The pitch, this time they run Hoffman around the right side. Gets a good block out in front and gets down to about the 5-yard line. And that'll be a 1st down. So Classical, after stopping Salem, looking like they might take an 8-0 lead into the locker room, stopping that drive by Salem, all of a sudden has put a long drive together themselves, and they have it 1st and goal at the 5. And it's Hoffman once again. 62 yards picked up by Hoffman on this drive. In 5 carries. And Classical looking to put a little bit of daylight between them and the Witches. They lead 8-0. A touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. And then the defenses took over after that. Classical's defense pinned Salem deep on a 4th down punt attempt. The punt sailed over Dwayne Penn's head out of the end zone, giving Classical the 2 points they didn't get on the try for the points after on the first touchdown. And that made it 8-0, and that's where we are. And Classical is knocking on the door trying to get some extra points, and it would be a big lift for Classical. Salem would like to stop them here. They get the football to start the second half, so we'll miss the momentum going both ways here. Jonathan around the right side, bangs in and dives and gets the cone and gets the touchdown. Good effort. Kevin Crichton, phase on, along with Patty Calden out front. Brown out there throwing a block. So give that drive to Jonathan Hoffman as he gets the 5-yard touchdown. 17 seconds on the clock, and that's a backbreaker for the Witches. 17 seconds left. Classical goes in for the score. The pitch. If he's going to score the touchdown, he might as well get the 2-point conversion too. They ran the touchdown right. They run the conversion left, and Jonathan Hoffman takes care of it. And that's going to really hurt as if you are the Salem Witches. Very methodically, Classical moves 87 yards in 10 plays. And there you see Jonathan Hoffman, the guy that got it done. And here's Thomas, the other fullback. They alternate. Thomas started the drive with a 7-yard run, and then he gave way to Jonathan Hoffman, I should say. And Jonathan took over from there. And let's see what Classical does with the kickoff. I don't think they want Dwayne Penn to run anything back here with only 17 seconds left. Mike White will do the kicking off for Classical. I wouldn't expect him to kick this too deep. I would expect maybe a little ground ball. They don't want to kick it too short. They don't want to give Salem any kind of an opportunity to have a chance to maybe go for the end zone on a play or two. You see Joe Freeman back there. He'll be the man deep. Faison on the other side. Sort of like safeties. And that's what they do. They kick a ground ball. Fielded and returned across the 40, across the 45, out to the 47, maybe the 48-yard line by Tavares. They put it out to the 48. So I think they were hoping it would take more of a bounce and pin Salem a little bit deeper. They have a chance to take a shot. Look for a penalty or interference, or maybe somebody slipping and falling and trying to get a receiver down there. Dwayne Penn, one of the wide guys. Just see him. Gonzalez dropping back, lets it fly. It's intercepted by Brogdon at the 31-yard line. So Brogdon steps in front. So they went upstairs. They haven't been able to run the football with any really good effect against Classical. They went upstairs trying to maybe make something happen here at the end of the half, and Brogdon comes up with the big pick, and Classical has the ball back at the 31. And Classical might run a play, maybe two. JoJo's going to take a knee, and that'll put it down. And that'll be the end of the half. So a good half by Classical, and that big touchdown by Jonathan Hoffman as they go 87 yards in 10 plays. Classical with a big 16-0 lead at halftime in this big one against the Salem Witches. We're just about set to start the second half. Classical will be kicking off to the Witches. And in that first half, Jonathan Hoffman had 76 yards rushing in that big touchdown, a two-point conversion with 17 seconds left, a backbreaker that really gave Classical momentum going in the locker room. 144 yards for Classical, 8 first downs, 56 yards for Salem, 2 first downs, no yards rushing for Dwayne Penn. 18 yards rushing for Dwayne Penn. It's a far cry from his 312 he got last week. So Classical really doing a job. He got all 18 of those on one carry. They stopped him cold on a 4th and 2 at the 13-yard line, and that set up the last drive of the half, 87 yards in 10 plays. Hoffman picked up 67 of those yards as they get the ball. Salem does across the 30 out to about the 34-yard line, and that's where they'll put it in play to start the second half. 16-0, Classical on top. They're looking to stay even with either English or Gloucester. Both teams, they're playing each other tonight, both teams undefeated. There'll only be 2 undefeated teams if Classical can hang on here. Salem would like to spring the upset and have Gloucester or English the only undefeated team with a chance to beat them down the road. Classical trying to match either English or Gloucester depending on who wins the football game tonight at Gloucester. This is Penn. Not going too far. Got maybe to the 36. A pickup of 2 would be second down and 8 for Salem. Ringhoff the center. Ringer snapped the ball to Gonzalez. First man through, not going to go very far. That Spree with the carry. Out to the 38. They pick up 2 more. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Witches. Just underway here in the second half. Classical on top 16-0. Salem moved the ball on their last possession, but gave it up on a 4th and 2 from the 13-yard line. Classical went from there to score. That's the only time Salem has moved the football. Gonzalez dropping back. They dump the screen off to Penn. Not going to go anywhere. Chris Faison with a big defensive play. They lose yardage inside the 30, and they'll have to kick it away. Faison all over Dwayne Penn. They try to set up the screen, and Faison would have none of it. He went right through everybody, knocked Penn down, wrapped him up nice. All the way back to the 27-yard line. They completed the pass for minus 11 yards. Dwayne Penn gets the kick away. Seaforth running by everybody, brings it back. Nice return by Anthony Seaforth. Gets it back in Salem territory. The line of scrimmage was the 27 when they kicked the football. Seaforth brings it back to the 27. Last week in Saugus, they had a punt. Saugus punt for a yard. Now they have a Salem punt for 0 yardage. This is Thomas, the fullback. He gets inside the 25. At the 23, it'll be 2nd down and 6. Chris Faison gets his first carry. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19 for 4 more. And it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Rams. They give to the fullback Thomas. He should have the first down. He looked like he was down to the 16-yard line. And we're even going to get a measurement here as they're going to bring the stakes out. He had to get to the 17. It looked like he got to the 16. And they come up just shy. So 4th down and about a foot. Thomas again, this time he'll get it to the 15. So that'll be a first down to the 15-yard line. And now they get to the 15, they give him to the 16. They actually took a yard away from him again. They didn't give him a lot of forward progress. He only needed a foot to get to the 16-yard line. Thank goodness he didn't have to get to the 15. Looked like he made it easy. Thomas again. Bounces in, he's on his feet. Goes in, standing up, finally tackled, but in the end zone. Thomas just found a home straight ahead. And Classical has jumped on top 24-0. So they take advantage of the short punt. As Thomas goes 16 yards for the touchdown. And the score jumps to 22-0. They try Thomas again. This time he gets stood up just shy. So the rush for points will be no good. So the fullbacks, Classical, noted for the speed of the wingbacks. Guy, Brogdon, Faison, and now Seaforth there as well. And tonight it's been the fullbacks. Thomas picks up his second touchdown. Hoffman was highlighted on that drive at the end of the first half. And now Thomas comes out and gets the job done. They take advantage of Seaforth's punt return. They go 27 yards in 5 plays. And now it's 22-0, and Salem has their work cut out for them. Because they haven't done a thing against this Classical defense. They only have 49 yards of offense. The one pass they completed was from minus 11 yards on that last sequence. Fielded at the 26. And Gang tackled and knocked down as they get maybe to the 35. Josh Green, Tim Magna making contact. They don't give him the 35, they give him the 33. So good special teams by Classical shuts them down at the 43. It'll be 1st and 10. Let's see what Salem does. Classical jumped the flags. That's probably going to be 5 against Classical. Thomas, Hoffman, Bruton, Crichton, all around the football. Salem didn't get 5, so I would assume they would take the penalty, give an extra down. I think that's only the second penalty, both of them coming against Classical. It's been an error-free football game so far, which is always good to see. That'll be 1st and 5 for the Witches, who trail now 22-0. Gonzalez can't get rid of the football. He gets hit from behind. The play actually was made by Brendan Crichton. Tackled by Thomas and Bruton, but it was Brendan Crichton, who made the play and forced Gonzalez to put the ball away. They lose back the 5 yards they got. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 as we get a timeout on the field as Salem tries to come up with something. They haven't been able to run the football at all. Coming off a huge win last week where they ran roughshod over Darris. We mentioned Dwayne Penn, 312 yards rushing, but a little different with this Ram defense. Phelps and Thurman and Crichton and Falcon up front. Hoffman at the nose. Gonzalez rolling. Dumps it downfield. It's caught, and they pay the price. Seaforth with the big hit on Hugh Galligan. So even when they make a catch, they're paying a price for it. Seaforth right there to give a lick, but they pick up a 1st down. And Salem will control the football. Gonzalez dumps it off again. Caught this time by Valdez. All the way down to the Classical 45. So back-to-back first downs on the arm of Gonzalez. Rolling again. Under some pressure. Going to run with the football. Falcon slows him down. Thomas finishes him off. But he picks up some positive yardage. They didn't. Everybody, that's a good coverage downfield. And you see Achilles Bruton calling timeout. Standing right in front of the official, signaling for a timeout, a full timeout as they go talk to Matt Durgan. Gonzalez picked up a couple. It'll be second down and 8. Gonzalez dumps it over the middle. Incomplete. He has to get rid of it a little quicker than he wants to because he's having an awful lot of pressure. He doesn't have a chance to look around and pick out too many receivers. He has to find one and hope he gets it there in a hurry. Classical putting an awful lot of pressure on the Salem quarterback. It'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Witches. To give to Penn. Wrapped up and thrown down by Achilles Bruton. So it looked like the WWF in action. He just wrapped him up and just threw him down. At the 36. Gonzalez with the keep. Gonzalez will pick up the first down at the 30. Over the middle, he's got a man wide open. Cutting across the middle was Galligan. So Salem on the move, trying to get on the board. And doesn't get much. They mark him at the 15. At the 15-yard line. Salem was down here before. They turned it over on downs. on a big fourth down play when they stuffed Dwayne Penn looking for 4th and 2. Gonzalez lets it go, tipped. Looked like it was intercepted. Looked like Rucker got the football. They're going to call it incomplete, I think. It looked like Rucker, it was tipped off the receiver. It looked like Rucker intercepted it, but they're going to call an incomplete pass. So it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 15-yard line. Gonzalez rolling, keeps, is going to get swarmed under. Falcon takes him down. Faison made the play. He was trying to bluff Faison as though he was going to throw the football. Never got it off. Faison came up with Falcon, made the stop for no gain. And it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Witches. Once again, Salem, they started this drive at their 33. This will be the 12th play of the drive, and Gonzalez now signaling for a 30-second timeout. They've done it mostly on the arm of Gonzalez. He picked up the first down running, but he's completed passes of 10, 12, and 13. 2 to Galligan and 1 to Valdez. But since they moved down to the 15-yard line, it was 1st and 10 actually from the 17-yard line. Penn picked up 2, and then a pass incomplete, and then Gonzalez got stuffed for no gain. And it brings up a 4th and 8 from the 15-yard line as they send receivers to the near side. Dwayne Penn, one of them. Gonzalez dropping back. Virtually had no chance to throw it. Rucker looking like he might have this one. They're going to say he does have the interception. This one he has. This one you almost didn't want. It gives Classical tough field position, but you don't want to be a Monday morning quarterback. He doesn't know whether it's going to be complete or not. Whether the defender could catch it, it would be a first down down there. So Rucker comes up with a big interception at the Classical 3. And once again, Salem gets down close and gets turned aside by that very tough Classical defense. And Classical will now try to squeeze it out from their own 3. Jojo lost the football, got it back, and got it out maybe to the 5. As we're winding down the 3rd period, Joe Freeman will come in and see his first duty in the backfield. Hoffman is the fullback. Brogdon the other halfback. They give it to Hoffman, the fullback. Hurls a couple of people, gets out to maybe the 7 or the 8. They give him out to the 8 for a pickup of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 5 as you see the shadow of their goalpost at Manning Bowl. Classical on top, 22-0. They scored on opening drives 1st and 2nd period. They get a safety and they get a touchdown from Hoffman, 17 seconds. Brogdon with a couple of nice moves. Almost broke it. Great try by Brogdon. It was geared to go left. He broke it all the way back and almost broke it. Hit a couple of nice steps. Out to the 18-yard line, he picked up 10. That allows Classical to hold on the football and run some more time here late in the period. And now I think we might be getting, that's the end of the period. We never know how close the clock is. So 11 minutes of football left. Classical on top, 22-0. The defense and Jonathan Hoffman have been the story, along with Gary Thomas. We always talk about, as we mentioned, we always converse about the wingbacks, Brogdon, Guy. Faison, Joe Freeman when he's in there. Tonight's been a night of the fullbacks. Salem comes in trying to take something away. They try and take away the Classical speed, and an offensive line. Phelps and Kevin Crichton and James Bransfield and Mike White and Brendan Crichton really doing a job up front for the Rams. Along with Jonathan Zimahidis Brown, he's up front as well. Those guys up in the trenches really doing a job, opening up some holes for the fullbacks, and they're keeping them just honest enough outside to keep Salem off balance. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line as we start the 4th and final period. Straight ahead, Hoffman. Jonathan having maybe his finest offensive game. Hit a big game defensively against Saugus last year. Having maybe his best football game offensively. He picks up 9 more. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Rams. Hoffman again. Tries to lean forward to get to that 28-yard line, which is what he needed. I don't know how much they're going to give him. They give him just shy of the 28-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and a foot. Brogdon. Good effort by Brogdon to get to the 30-yard line for a 1st down. So Classical doing the job, keeping the clock running, keeping the football on the ground, shortening this football game, leading 22-0. Looking for win number 6 and looking to give Salem their 2nd loss in the conference, which would be devastating to the Witches because it doesn't appear as though English, Gloucester, and Classical will lose 2 along the way. The ball goes to the ground, and let's see who got it. Salem says they have it. The official says they have it. And Galligan came up with the fumble recovery. So Salem with a break inside Classical territory at the 29. You see Achilles Bruton giving the play to the defense in the huddle. Gonzalez, the quarterback for the Witches. They fake the pitch. Gonzalez rolling, lets it fly. Just shy. He had a man open. He had Tavares, and he just underthrew him. He was open. But it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Witches from the Classical Ram 29-yard line. So the one thing that Matt Durbin may be preaching this week, getting ready for Gloucester next week if this score holds up, is hang on to the football. They've given it up twice. Once here in their own territory, once when they were driving in Salem territory. Penn trying to get outside, doesn't get much. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 9 as they've totally shut down Dwayne Penn. And Dwayne Penn is quite a bit, a lot more than 50% of the Salem offense. They depend on him for a lot of things. And Classical has shut that phase down. Gonzalez rolling. Flushed out, going to take off and run with it. Falcon, the first one to get him, but he drags Falcon forward for what appears to be maybe a first down. Gonzalez showing good strength as Falcon hit him. He pushed him a few yards forward, and Salem's going to miss it by about a foot. They're inside. They need to get to the 29. They're just shy. They're at the 19-yard line. And it's going to bring up a fourth down again for Salem. Salem once again down deep. And once again, the Classical defense called on to make a big stop. They did it in the first half, late in the half. 4th and 2, they stuffed Penn at the line of scrimmage for no gain and proceeded to go 87 yards in 10 plays. They did it again when Salem got down deep to the 15-yard line. Rucker came up with the interception on a 4th down pass play. Classical moved it out a bit, picked up a couple of first downs, but they coughed it up with Galligan coming up with the recovery. 3 plays has netted them 9.5 yards. They need about a foot for a first down. They're inside the 20, the 19-yard line. So you can see what they need to get. The ball and that white stripe right in front of it is where they have to get to for the first down. Gonzalez with the quarterback sneak. Now, do they put it down with the left foot or the right foot? They give him forward progress. They actually give him, it looks like they're giving him across the 29. They'll give him the first down. To the 19, excuse me. So he needed about a foot. He got about 3 feet. He's inside the 19-yard line. So Salem with the first down. We'll call it the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Witches. We're in the 4th quarter. Classical on top, 22-0. And this is going to be daily losing yardage for Salem. Classical looked like they might be coming. They got back, and you saw the interior lineman jump and move, and that cost Salem 5 yards. That might be their first penalty. It comes at an inopportune time, as once again they're driving. They've been able to move the football. Classical is bent, but they haven't broken. They've got it down close to the 15, inside the 15, and then the defense comes up big. Here's L'Achilles Bruton with a big defensive play. Wrapping up the ball carrier, Alonzo Houston. They give him a yard to the 23. So it'll be 2nd down and 14 for the Witches. And I'm just querying as to why they're trying to run the football here. They haven't had success. They've had a little bit of success throwing the football. And they need 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And they're letting time run off the clock. So they're actually helping Classical here. Even if they get in, they still need 2 more. Alvarez is the wing to the near side. He gets the carry, and he's going to go no place. Jonathan Hoffman broke up the play. He got into the backfield. Crichton made the tackle along with Thomas, but the play was broken up by Hoffman. Another big play. They lose back to the 24. They lost the yard they gained. Another big third down play for the Witches. Gonzalez, he had to turn around in a hurry. Crichton was all over him. They complete the pass for not much yardage. Crichton just blitzed and was, as he turned around, the first thing that Gonzalez saw was Crichton right in his face. And they pick up very little yardage. Fourth down. They only picked up 2 yards on the pass play, as the ball's at the 27. Fourth and long. They have to get to the 9. Gonzalez lobs it up. Picked off. L'Achilles Bruton picks it off, going the other way. 1 man to beat. Gonzalez finally knocks him down in Salem territory. Bruton with another big defensive play. The second pick, last one by Rucker. Bruton caught this one on the fly and made a great return and gives Classical pretty good field position here in the fourth quarter. And once again, Salem, frustrated, turned aside by the Classical defense. They get pushed around. And now they try to run straight ahead with the fullback Thomas picking up a couple. Thomas picks up a couple to the 33. It'll be second down and 8. This is Hoffman. He bangs inside the 30. At the 28, 3rd and 3. The pitch. This is Joe Freeman. He should have the first down. And he does. Classical once again running the clock. Freeman picked up 6 to the 22. Give it to Thomas off the right side. Stays on his feet, still on his feet. It's almost like a 3-cushion billiard bouncing off a few white shirts as he gets good yardage. Close to a first down. They're going to give it to him down the 12-yard line. 10 yards by Thomas in the first down. So the fullbacks once again going to work. Hoffman and Thomas getting the job done. Thomas again, this time he gets stacked up. Loses the yard back to the 13. And some new faces in for Classical. Rucker will be the quarterback, guys. We're going to get a flag on Classical for too much time. They give to the fullback. That's Mario Rodriguez. And he gets down to the 15 for a pickup of 3. Still shy of the original first down mark. We get the 2-minute warning, both sides. Jonathan Hoffman, the big guy, with 105 yards rushing and a touchdown. Gary Thomas, 2 touchdowns. A very big win for Classical here against the Salem Witches. They give it to Rodriguez again. Little Australian footballers, they just, everybody get behind him and push him forward as he gets to the 11. So Salem is going to drop to 2-3. Classical is going to go to 6-0. And Salem's going to have a tough road to hoe with 2 losses. They play Gloucester, they play English, but they're going to need a lot of help if they try to get back in any kind of hunt to defend their Northeastern Conference championship. I would think that would be by the boards now, because Gloucester and Classical getting down to the end of the season. Not looking like anybody's going to beat Classical or Gloucester twice. Whoever wins that Classical-Gloucester game or the Classical-English game, whoever wins that other game tonight, English playing Gloucester, both teams undefeated. English very much in the mix, especially if they win tonight. They can defeat Gloucester. It could be a great Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving Day could be for all the marbles. We're winding down with the subs in the ballgame. Classical with a huge win, doing it defensively. They bent a little. They allowed Salem to get down inside their 23 times. But all 3 times they didn't break. They come up with a big stop on a 4th and 2 against Dwayne Penn. They came up with 2 big interceptions by Rucker and Achilles Bruton. And there's a couple of big hits. Rodriguez and Prejusti. Matt Dugan able to get some people some good varsity experience here, offensively and defensively. And he stood up at the line of scrimmage. So Classical, the opening kickoff, 62 yards. Thomas a yard away. They get a safety to make it 8-0. The backbreaker, 87 yards in 10 plays after stopping Salem down deep. Hoffman with 16 seconds left scores to make it 16-0 after he got the conversion. They get an opening punt return by Seaforth. 5 plays. Thomas gets his second touchdown from 16 away. Classical shuts out Salem 22-0 to go 6-0. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time on TV 15.